Yeah, they start flying with the Force, and it just turns into a Man of Steel fight.
Yeah.
They're punching each other through Star Destroyers.
Uh,
Side note, at the beginning of the movie, Rey was doing her like meditation thing, and she was floating in the middle of all the rocks. And as she was coming back down, she like, it's up to say that Jedi can fly. I'm just throwing it out there. Jedi can 100% fly. I'm guessing it's just not very fast, but they can fly. You can't convince me otherwise anymore.
Oh,
I've seen what I needed to see.
Speaking of flying, apparently, because like after watching the movie, I had so many questions. I had to like go online to like look for answers. And people are saying that like there's like the theory like how like Palpatine survived was because like in one of the the recent Kylo Ren comic books, Snoke like he pushes Kylo Ren off a cliff, and like Kylo Ren like is literally about to die, so Kylo Ren has to use the Force to literally like levitate before like hitting the ground, and he like just levitates back to the top of the back of the cliff. So people are saying that like when Darth Vader threw Palpatine over into the pit of the Death Star, Palpatine just like levitated and saved himself somehow.
when it still exploded.
I don't think that gets him out of the explosion though, honestly.
Yeah, like I said, makes no sense.
Oh. That being said, I kind of liked how he did the zombie Palpatine thing. It looked freaky. I was very put off by it.
Yeah, I liked. Well, it's weird to me because like zombie Palpatine, he looks cool, but like he looks like normal Palpatine, like his face basically.
I didn't see it.
The only thing different was his eyes.
Really? You guys both saw that?
And then they used the lighting to make it seem like creepier.
Oh,
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's the thing. Like when I was watching the movie, I'm like, did they literally just get the actor and put like standard makeup on his face? Like this is not what Palpatine looked like in Return of the Jedi at all. And then, but then, like once he like absorbs like their power, he goes back to monster face Palpatine, and then he looks like how he does in Revenge of the Sith. So I'm like, all right, that's cool.
I was so confused when that happened because I was like, why would you not just heal yourself back to normal Palpatine? Why would you go back to your ugly face?
That's what I was wondering. Like, is monster face like is that his true like form or something, or I don't know. Because yeah, like why not just look good?
Palpatine's like, I'm used to
this
it
also
now.
gonna be on screen. They already pull all the stops out to bring you back, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me see some sheave.
Some shit.
Yeah, it's so weird when he's zombie, he looks human, like normal. And when he goes back to full power, he looks monster face.
Yeah, he looked worse when he went back to normal.
Wait, no,
normal in quotes.
Okay, I don't, because like you guys are saying that, but like to me, I thought they were trying to go for like the bloated look like you get when like bodies have when they've been out too long. Like his cheeks were like full, but like a little too full to me and all that. I thought they were going to like make him look bloated. Going for that, yeah, that's what I saw. But
That's not the feeling I really got. I just got like a pale actor. That's it, with white eyes. Which so to me was a nice surprise to see him go back to like his original. Because like my favorite Palpatine look is the one from Revenge of the Sith.
Sith eyes, yeah. If I started Sith eyes, I was like, heck yeah.
So actually, yeah, my favorite Palpatine, because he's got like lots of designs. So like my favorite one might be Revenge of the Sith, or this one actually. When he's like, because now I don't know if you noticed, but like when he's like zombie Palpatine, he's wearing all black robes. And then when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, oh, he's wearing the same stuff he died in. But then, when he absorbs their power, his robes turn like red, and he's like, the Gucci robes, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, dude.
looking good, Palpatine.
Exquisite pajamas. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, sheave.
Doesn't really make sense how his robes change color, but hey, all right. Who am I to judge?
Instead of healing his face, he just wanted to look good.
That's me dedicated to the Force too.
Yeah.
Good.
He wanted to whip out the Gucci belt. It was over.
And yeah, but I liked that like entire scene with Palpatine. I mean, like that entire like chamber of hooded Sith acolyte people, and he's all like giving them their like his cool evil speech. But like ultimately, it had like one of like the worst endings ever, with like the lamest defeat. Really let me down.
Palpatine does not like.
He like straight decked Kylo and Rey, and I was like, oh snap, they're gonna get up and they're gonna have like some kind of cool fight, and then it just didn't happen.
Yeah. I was telling Jason, like, is forced lightning like when you pee, you just can't stop until it's done, or because like
No,
I don't
of course.
stop. Yeah, he could have just like stopped shooting lightning.
He could have done that in Revenge of the Sith too. I don't know what's going on.
See, Revenge of the Sith, it made sense to me because I thought it was like using it to like get sympathy from Anakin to like manipulate him.
Yeah.
I mean that too, but
But like, yeah, this time is like, I'm like Palpatine, you know. It's what time you learned. So you gotta grow up.
actually, it's not like when you pee, because Dooku started at Yoda, remember? And then he stopped when he saw Yoda was just like catching it.
Oh yeah. Maybe like Palpatine's like too old, so he's like he can't really control himself.
He's gonna senile.
Yeah, it's messed up.
We talked about your comments, Alejandro. You can't make those. Oh man.
Also, so like, were the Knights of Ren just kind of like hanging out? Like, what were they? They just kind of
Yeah, they really
walked
wasted
around
them.
menacingly the whole time.
And they fail at their mission like every time.
Oh yeah.
There's never one moment where they do something like, significant.
They're just kind of there.
And Palpatine has like no problem
like,
killing them.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile
Yeah,
and
like,
wave.
another thing, like like about the lazy writing is like just their introduction. They just walk in with Kylo Ren with no mention of where they've been before, and like you get the like one like exchange with the stormtroopers. Like one of the stormtroopers is like Knights of Ren, cool, and like when he says that, I was like, all right, yeah, they're cool, but like,
What do
why?
they do? Where are they? Like,
where are they?
What are they doing? What's going on?
And then like, yeah, like Jason was saying with me earlier, like Kylo Ren's supposedly their master, but somehow they know when he's like turned to the light side, and they're just waiting for him.
Yeah, they don't ask questions. They just like surround them and start ganging up. It's like
They ever talk? I don't think they ever talk.
they don't
just
have a single line.
Jesus.
They probably thought he wasn't wearing his mask, and they just like assumed he betrayed them. Wait, guys, I just forgot it.
I have it right here. I will say the pacing, like at the very beginning of the movie, for the first like 30-ish minute, maybe not even that much, like first like 10-15, was just like terrible. It was way too fast.
Like, so much stuff was happening. Like
They were rushing hard.
as I was telling Jason, I don't like how they introduced Palpatine in the opening crawl.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was like, he's here. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it seems very weird how he just suddenly decided to announce his presence to the galaxy. Like,
Yeah. Like I was telling what's it called, Jason earlier as well. Like in Last Jedi, there was like supposedly like Palpatine was in control of Snoke. How come in the Last Jedi Snoke wanted like Kylo Ren to kill Rey?
I'm sure they're gonna argue it's some kind of like giant manipulation plan, but I don't buy it, honestly. It's just...
yeah, I was telling
Also,
Alex.
they just made Snoke like truly worthless in this movie because they were like, oh, I grew him in a tube.
I grew him in it too. Yeah, I was telling Alex too. Like Palpatine, this whole like movie, he seems, you know, Palpatine's the grand like master planner, right? In this movie, he just seems to constantly like he has a plan, it fails, and he just improvises. Like I don't know if you notice every time, it's like how many times like he says like, oh.
Like, especially just like with the Rey stuff, he's like, kill Rey, and he's like, oh no, I wanted you to come to me the entire time. And then especially like you know when like he like literally picks up Kylo Ren and Rey, and he accidentally like sucks out their life force, and like he drops them because even he's surprised, like, oh what the? I guess I'll just do this then.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you can get the Gucci robes, dude. He realized the true power in his hands.
Yeah.
Gotta take a second to bask in it.
And another like thing that's like I was telling Jason, like what's weird, like and like again like just like lazy writing, bad writing, is like he tells Rey like I brought you here so like you can kill me, and then I will live on through you. First of all, like don't tell her that. And then like
Just don't even do that though. I never. Oh my god, when he said that, I was like, what?
That's the thing. Like then he's like, if you kill me, like I will live on through you, and then like kill me or else your friends die. She's like, all right, and then she like nods her head that she's gonna do it, but then you know she like helps out Kylo Ren, and they both confront him, and then he's like fight together, die together. So then he just tries to kill her right there. He just throw out his plan.
I think at that point it was more so that he would be, actually wait no. Because he hadn't healed yet at that point, had he?
No.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, he's just like planning on killing. Then he finds out like, oh wait, yeah, like Gucci robe
Wait a
time.
minute.
Gucci robe.
Is this the power of Gucci?
Then he gets powerful, and then Rey kills him. But this time, what, his spirit just doesn't go inside of her?
Yeah, it's.
And then like, I remember people were like, I like, was reading online, people were like trying to justify saying that like, oh, she didn't have any hate in her heart when when she killed him.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. Come on,
yeah, I never even got the feeling that she had hate in the first place when she like confronted him. It's more like she was like scared for her friends' lives, and then she had no choice but to kill him. So then, like, I don't know. And why not just like get Kylo Ren to kill you and then possess him?
True.
Yeah.
Maybe because he doesn't have Force Lightning, but then like, couldn't he just learn how to do it?
That was my thing when Ray just like randomly shot it out. It's like you can learn how to do that.
Yeah.
The Jedi just don't, because obviously it's a dark side thing. But you don't just do that. You have to like learn how.
Yeah.
Also, can I take a sec to talk about the real victims in the entire Star Wars series? The freaking like the freaking Imperial guards, like, you know, the guys in red. And every single time they showed up, they get absolutely destroyed by Jedi. It's like, listen, man, they're supposed to be trained to be able to like do something about that. Like, you're not supposed to be able to take a one-on-one, but come on, there's like 5 of you. You're trained for this stuff. Do something. They just get bodied every single time, and I'm tired of it. I want to see them do something. I'm actually upset. I saw the problem at the very end. I was like, oh, not again.
Dude, they were. It was
deflected blaster fire.
She was in the center of them, and like they did nothing.
I was like, guys, you're like the top of the top.
Wait,
you know what Jedi are? Stop shooting at her.
Wait, there were Imperial guards?
Yeah.
They were new costumes.
Yeah.
But the reason I still call them that is because, like, I mean, if they were with Palpatine this whole time.
Yeah, no.
They would have had to have been.
They had the robe style, but they had different masks, but they were like still red and everything. Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they were there for like 30 seconds.
I literally zoned out when that happened, and then I saw them at the end, like when they finally start dying. Like I was like.
Speaking of zoning out, I zoned out the entire final space battle.
I don't know. I actually thought that was pretty alright. Like, because I actually saw people die, and people I mean, it's because I knew these people from the expanded content. Like, there's this one guy called Snap Wesley who like Poe calls out, and you see him die.
The guy that like,
no one important died though.
Yeah.
How dare you say that? Snap Wesley was a good man. He was very important.
He might have been a good man, but he wasn't an important man. He didn't have the Force plot armor. All right.
It's not important enough, huh? Because otherwise he would have survived.
Yeah, no one dies in the entire trilogy other than like pre-existing characters.
Pre-existing grunts, man.
Also, what the heck happened with Leia? She just decided to like nope out in the middle of the war.
I mean, like,
come on, man.
I mean, she just did than Luke did, and so they established. I don't have much problem with it, because she did it to like stop like Kylo, which it worked. So I was like, okay.
Okay, but how would you know it would work? So she's like, apparently she was like risking it all to like just to reach him, and she sends him like one word and then dies.
Well, that's
like the biggest gamble of all time.
That's it for me. That's just like, again, the lazy writing. Just saying that you can use the Force to that it's a feeling that you get that it'll work out.
Oh, and then
that feeling didn't save Han Solo.
It really did not.
And I'm upset. Also, why is he a Force Ghost?
He's not one. I think he like
I don't know, man. Kylo was like you're just a memory or whatever. But I was like, we've never seen this before. The only time we've seen something like this is Force Ghost.
Yeah, I guess they wanted him to be a Force Ghost, but you know, JJ's like, oh man, he's not. So he'll just be a memory ghost.
Memory ghost.
But I actually like that scene. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was a cool scene. It didn't make any sense.
To me, it made sense. It's Kylo's like internal struggle.
Yeah, I like that scene.
He's able to just project that into the world. I mean,
well, no,
I don't
it's not.
Think he was projecting. It's just him and his imagination. It's just like
the film shows us what he's seeing. He's not projecting anything. I like that scene. I'll defend that scene.
Yeah.
One part like. Whoa, what's going on over there? Oh,
yes, what did you think of like past Jedi talking to Rey?
I thought them talking to her was fine, but I don't know. I feel like there were too many, if that makes sense.
Oh, really?
Like
Well-
it didn't make any sense to me why they would all reach out to her at the same time.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was talking like with Jason, and like I understand it's a good scene. I like it, but like, if JJ's trying to say that they're like Force ghosts, then it doesn't really work out because a bunch of the voices you hear aren't Force ghosts. Like Mace Windu, he's one of the ones you hear, but he never became a Force ghost. And also, like, I don't know if you know, but like, in the credits, it shows like it lists all the voices of all the Jedi you hear. And like, Ahsoka is one of them. Qui-Gon Jinn is one of them.
Kanan.
Hey,
Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn is one. Kanan from Rebels is one of them.
all right,
And
get
then-
out of here.
Yeah, it makes no
No.
sense. It makes no sense. He never became a Force ghost, but he's there. And I'm actually
He's
I'm
not
fine
even a
with
Jedi.
it. I'm
Oh,
fine
Kanan
with
is a
it. Like,
Jedi.
He's not a
Ahsoka
Jedi.
technically.
He got
Ahsoka
knighted by
technically
Yoda. He's a Jedi.
Yoda was dead.
Yoda was like,
Also, like, Ahsoka
Listen, man, he
technically-
broke so many rules. There's no way.
Well, that's the thing. Ahsoka technically isn't a Jedi because she also renounced them.
I mean, I know. She shouldn't be there either.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if people like explanation
Oh,
is
she
that
dead?
not.
yeah, I guess he
she's
is then. Yeah, I was like,
When that
Really?
happened.
Thanks, JJ. You killed off a character for us.
oh, we don't have to worry about her anymore.
Yeah, but like people like their explanation is like they're not Force ghosts, but they're just like memories within the Force or something like that. That's like people just like reaching, just like trying to justify like the friggin' decisions J.J. Abrams made. I
Uh-oh.
feel like it's JJ like really had like no regard for like pre-established lore.
How are you guys still alive?
Immortal.
Can we talk about the like hyperspace jumping thing or skipping, whatever they did? at the
Oh, that
beginning?
was like,
Falcon.
I
That was
accepted it.
ridiculous.
I accepted it, but I was like, that's super risky. I don't know why you do that. It's pretty stupid.
There's no way you don't crash.
Yeah.
There's literally no way. You can't. You literally can't react. Especially when you pop out every single time in the middle of a ton of like obstacles. There's no way.
What's next?
Also, how did the like TIE fighters like follow him perfectly every time?
Yeah, it makes no sense either. Those are really talented pilots.
I guess.
They just guess the exact coordinates every time.
Yeah.
Get back to your food.
Also,
Just
like-
trap yourselves.
Something that I was telling Jason is that like I'm kind of disappointed that in the end you never got like a final confrontation with like redeemed Ben Solo and like a Skywalker Force Ghost. Where he can like
Oh
something like-
Jesus! No!
he was
No!
always like so obsessed with Darth Vader. Like you never got anything like where like maybe like Anakin like came to him or like they had like an encounter. And also, I thought it was really weird that like the entire Skywalker saga is basically like, the story of Palpatine ruining the lives of Skywalkers, and in the end, he loses to a Palpatine, not a Skywalker. Like Skywalkers don't really get like their justice. And, I mean, in a way,
that is
they-
what I hate the most about this trilogy. Honestly, it just ruins everything that came before.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it ruins it, but I would say like it just like really undermines it.
And same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
It is, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, one of the lines that you hear when Rey is hearing the Force Ghost is you hear Anakin say, "Rey,
Oh,
bring
no.
balance as I once did." And as soon as I heard that, I'm like,
I was like, "Where's JJ? I want to fight him."
yeah.
Come on.
I'm like,
What?
Are you
Come
saying
on.
Are you saying that Anakin brought like balance for a few years?
Yeah,
That was the prophecy?
I mean, again, that's what I'm saying about ruining all the movies before. Like all of them before were like about Anakin and Luke, right? And then Anakin finally brings balance at the end by killing Palpatine,
Yeah.
and he dies too. But it's like, so if Palpatine didn't die, then it didn't matter, right?
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, Palpatine, because Palpatine says he did die. I guess that's like JJ trying to say,
Yeah,
like,
but,
oh, don't
like-
worry, guys, he still brought balance.
But Sith can't like come back. They can't exist as Force ghosts or anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, apparently, like he was like his disciples brought him back to life somehow. Makes no sense.
They did what? They like brought his atoms back together. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah, I don't know. But like another thing that I thought was really weird, again lazy writing, is that they never explained the Force healing.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is like,
gonna happen.
He just does it, and I'm telling Rey does it, and Kylo Ren brings Rey back to life. And I was telling Jason that ability is literally one of the reasons Anakin went to the dark side.